being a Christian teen is not easy. It is definitely not easy. You have to struggle with so many things, and teenage years are probably the most important when it comes to the development of your character, of your identity, right? It defines they define you probably for the most part, and they kind of like establish the way that you're going to go towards your adult life. And being a Christian teenager is not easy. You have to face so many challenges. I am living through these struggles, and I'm sure that there are so many other teens right now who are probably facing these struggles. I mean, first of all, we have to, we have the struggle to be able to live in different environments, in a different, in a different world, right? Especially those who were born and raised in a church environment. In their teenage years, they come across so many different environments from school, school, friend groups, college, and the struggle there is that you have to live constantly in an environment that completely, shifts you, your views, and it's very easy to take your eyes off of Jesus during your teenage years. I mean, it's the constant, you're constantly living in environments that shift you and shape you in ways that you don't imagine immediately, in the first place. And there's this struggle of constantly wanting to fitting in, constantly wanting to, gain the approval of people, but it comes with a cost. It comes with a cost. And I think that whether you were brought up in a church or not, your teenage years are such an important phase of your life, and they can pretty much, kind of like, sorry, I had a little interruption there. I mean, it's like living in two completely different worlds, and it's up to you whether you want to actually stabilize yourself in one of those two, or you just act like a shapeshifter and just completely transform yourself based on the situation. And part of becoming a Christian means actually finding your true identity in Christ, which is hard for a lot of teenagers. I mean, teenage years are meant to give you an idea of what your identity is, and as soon as you take God off the picture, then it's very hard. It's very hard. The thing is, being a Christian teen is also trying to figure out, which things are beneficial to me and which are not. It's just a day-to-day struggle, And I think that as Christian teenagers, there will come a point when we will realize that we were not meant to conform to society, and that might not bring good news to people. It might not be a good news for many people, but we were meant to strive differently from other people. We were meant to be different. We were meant to be different, And the struggle is that most of the times people don't even realize it and just realize at the end of teenage years or even in their adult lives, and they wish they did something differently. They wish they did things differently during their teenage years. So yeah, it's probably the cost of discipleship. It's the cost of following Jesus and obeying him. The fact that you have to realize that you weren't meant to conform to this world. You weren't meant to conform to this society. You were meant to be like Jesus and be a light to others and love people radically as he did and as he does. And, it's just, it's a constant struggle because it's as if the world really wants you to become a certain person, but Jesus wants the opposite. And as Christian teenagers, we need to resist. We need to keep in mind what the version that Jesus wants us to be. And, we're trying to figure things out. We are teenagers, we are young, we are navigating the world with so many struggles, but I really do believe that if you dedicate your youth, your teenage years to Jesus, then you will have little to no regrets in your adult life. You will learn. If you learn things now, then you can enjoy a lot more your relationship with Jesus during your adult life. And I don't know. It's hard. It's hard because as Christian teenagers, we face the same struggle as a common teenager, but we have that extra challenge, that extra struggle in order to, grow in our relationship with Jesus. But I guess that is what growing in Christ means. It means dealing with struggles, with challenges in your life, and it's better to face them now than later, because you'll get more equipped and you'll be transformed by Jesus every day. And yeah, as we try to figure out things in the world, as we try to figure out things as teenagers, let's remember our identity and who we are. You are loved by God. You have an amazing Father who cares for you. You don't need to transform. You don't need to change, to conform in order to gain approval by other people. You are already loved, and that's enough. You have the biggest love and care that no other person can offer in this world. Not even society itself can offer this love, and that is the love of Jesus Christ. And so, let's remember who we are, what our mission is, and how can we respond to these struggles in our daily lives.